It's Week 17 of the National Football League. And all eyes are on the Jaguars' superstar cornerback. He's been very productive from his spot in the secondary and could reach 70 tackles in this game.
The Jaguars defense ready to go to work here on this Sunday night. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
And boy, was he sensational a week ago. 1 interception is great. 2 is tremendous. Once you get beyond that, that's the game of your life. But that's what he was able to accomplish a week ago. And I wouldn't be surprised if the opposing offense steers clear of him here.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You look at this Jaguar defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league. 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
In motion, right one of the tight ends. Young will set to throw. Steps away to his left. And a big loss.
Come on, man. Watch they call me for illegal contact, dog. Man, come on, bro. Yeah, that motherfucker running for us like back there, too.
Automatic first down. Here we go, set. Ready.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
They made that way. Them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
His throw incomplete. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one to look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready, go.
3rd down, Young from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Young going to give to Brooks. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Young to throw it. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Ready.
Young working out of the gun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage.
Hey, Noah, what's good, bro?
The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They're down 3-0 here as this next drive starts. 1st and 10.
Trouble, 38. Here we go, here we go.
To throw, Young. Going right side here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
That's pulled in by Brooks. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. It got his man complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside
that's my fault.
30. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards.
50 series. That's ready. Cut.
Here's Young. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. From the shotgun, it's Young. And that is incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. And they're playing with a lead here in this 1st quarter as this drive gets underway.
On the set. Let's go now. Ready, go.
In motion left, that's Jackson.
Set, go.
Now Young. Right side caught by Jackson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Ready.
Now here's Young. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Out of the gun, it's Young. And the pressure gets to him again. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
That's good, player.
Top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. Their guys have the lead here in this 1st half, and they'll try to further the cause on their end as this drive begins 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Brooks, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Looking to throw, Young. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was
supposed to pick that.
Down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've had the upper hand so far in this 1st half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this 1st down.
Ready up. 62 blaster. Set hut. Ready. Ready. Ready.
Now Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
Throwing, Young. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So many
Like
times
better
he's
call that
trying to
away.
escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Young. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, this 1st half has not gone according to plan so
That boy
far.
had me on that curl route. Put that lick on him, though.
For that matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They'll have to defend the short field here as this drive begins with a 1st and 10.
Turn to middle. Right. 97.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and 8.
Let's go. Ready.
Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Young. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've done a really nice job of slowing the tempo of this offense, and as a result, they've got a comfortable 3rd quarter lead as this next drive begins 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Ready.
Young now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Down. Check right. Blue.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy.
I tried to put that goddamn lick on him. I just went with a regular conservative tackle, dog. Hey, damn sure was your ass down, boy.
Running through arm tackles, he wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's go now. Set.
Back to throw. Young. Look at the big fella go. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle with Brooks here. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll go down at the 28. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Strike 3-3. Set. Go.
Looking to throw. Young. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble.
I tried to take this damn noggin off.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school. And hit behind the line. He lost the football.
He lost the ball. Let's go.
One of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Let's go. Cut.
Back to throw. Young. And he'll take this.
Bro, why the fuck they just standing there watching the run, bro?
Bryce Young, a 5-yard touchdown.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession.
Set. Ready. Set.
To throw is Young. Throwing to start the drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Brooks.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Down. Ready.
Looking to throw. Young. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42.
Let's go now. Set.
Back to throw. Young.
It's Jackson again on the reception.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Young going to move him around.
Here we go.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Jags
there we go.
the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, They've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've got the upper hand in terms of field position as this drive starts inside the offense's 10-yard line.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Only a short game there, but that's okay if you're the offense. They brought a lot of pressure at him, and he uses athleticism to at least get back to the line and make second down a lot shorter than it was looking for a moment.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 47. To the air once more, Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Young will set to throw.
Throw downfield going to be taken in by Jackson.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. And wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
560. Go now. Ready.
Looking to throw. Young. Dancing. And he will take it across. Touchdown. Bryce Young, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers go nearly the length of the Jags defense back on the field for this next possession.
Strikers, 3-3. Here we go, set. Cut.
Now Young. Throwing to start the drive. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over here.
Easy money.
As they get it up to the 43-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early. And sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've been the better of the two sides so far. They've got the two-score lead here in this fourth quarter.
Cycle. Ready. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Watch out now. 52.
Young to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Cross, 10.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Throwing on second down. Young. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here comes second down at 5.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Third down, Young from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. That's caught by Jackson. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Okay, right? Red, yellow, cut.
Here's Young. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Young. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Young to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here we go. Here we go. Opposite. Green. Black one.
They'll try it now with Brooks. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
That's game right there. Good play, boy.
To take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. On day one, they said they were capable of winning 10 games this year. They said that in this locker room. They were right. This makes it an even 10.
And typically, if you win 10, it puts you right in the hunt for the playoffs. It doesn't ensure it, but 10 wins, an excellent goal for any team before a season.
It's Week 18 of the 2032 season, and all eyes are on the Jaguars' superstar cornerback, who's now up to a ridiculous 14 interceptions so far this season. It's the Jags and
the Jags defense set to get going. Winners of 2 straight coming in. Now the one to focus on will be this man in his 7th season now at cornerback.
And he was definitely a ball hawk last week. He had 2 interceptions in that game. That's going above and beyond for a defender. But it shows just how good he's been in shutting down the other guy's passing game.
Yellow.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will take it on in for a chase touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Up the middle they go. Richmond.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This defense for the Jags, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Always got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Richmond. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is caught at the end. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Now the first carry here for the running back. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. And they're down a couple of scores here early, so the focus certainly is going to be on not letting this deficit get any wider.
Hey, rip list. Yellow.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a handoff up the middle. Richmond. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll send Rice in motion. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, nice move. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Richmond. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 31. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Attack, attack!
They'll keep it on the ground. Richmond. And he will have the Chiefs' 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. They'll try the left side. Richmond. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Yellow.
Now a handoff up the middle. Richmond, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Yellow, yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
A gain of 3 yards brings up 4th and goal.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They'll try to get the football right back to their offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richmond. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Open man right side is Rice. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And Xavier. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Man, bro, look at this shit. I ain't even trying to do that.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy
on his way to a monster.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Mahomes going to change things up.
Man, come on, bro.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
And Mahomes is going to keep it.
And this shit got me moving off.
He's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up third down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
How the fuck, bro, what are they doing over there?
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
Bro, you cannot make this shit up, bro.
Look at the big man rumble. And he's holding the lane down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he takes this in.
Come on, bro.
For a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. In motion left is Rice. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Rice.
How the fuck is he that open, bro?
The tackle's made at the Jaguars 35. Up the middle they go. Richmond. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 103 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jag. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked in multiple plays. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Richmond, call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. 2nd and 9. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 2nd and 9. Mahomes. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Bro, hell nah, they get cheesy, bro.
Just shy of the 40, they'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Richmond, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
15. Yellow.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the 1st down.
Yeah, they just trying. They giving this nigga 1st down now, bro.
Up the middle they go. Richmond.
Bro, they just giving this nigga 1st down,
Good
bro.
gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Hey, 15.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he
First down after first down after fucking first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Richmond. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. They'll set up to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice from 10 yards out. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They'll run on first down. Richmond to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
You got me
Right
missing
now,
tackles
they
and
want to
shit.
show the world they're up to the challenge.
130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Third down and 1. Up the middle they go. Hooker, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. This is a crew that came into the year saying we're going to win 10 games. They really thought they were going to. Well, this is their 7th loss, so they will not reach that goal.